I did it again. I decided to resubscribe to Nuuly. Just really quick, if you are completely new to the concept of Nuuly, it is a clothing subscription where you pay, I think it's about $100 a month now. You get 6 pieces at a time. You can add on, I believe, 2 additional pieces at $20 a piece if you'd like. And you get to wear those items all month long, as much as you want. And then when the month is over, you pack them up in that handy little garment bag that they ship it to you in and ship it right back to them. It's pretty easy. And if you decide that you love some of the pieces that you rented and you want to keep it, the Nuuly app will show you how much they will charge you if you just decide to not put that thing back in the bag and send everything else back. Sometimes you can get things up to 70% off retail, which is really cool. And a lot of times, because I love to rent like Farm Rio, for example, when I do Nuuly, I've gotten brand new with tag Farm Rio pieces that obviously have never been worn before. And then I kept them and got like 30% off retail. So that's kind of like a little hack for getting Farm Rio pieces brand new at a discount. Of course, you're not guaranteed to get brand new pieces in your Nuuly, but it is a nice little happy coincidence when it does happen. I don't know if y'all caught my last Nuuly try-on video, but last time I tried Nuuly, things did not end well. Every time I've ordered Nuuly, either a couple things don't fit right, or they look super worn out and damaged, or I just don't like them, and that kind of upset me. So I quit Nuuly for a bit, but because I'm about to go on a trip for 18 days and I want some fun new pieces to wear while I'm traveling without spending a bunch of money on a bunch of new clothes, I figured I'd try it again. If you're interested in trying Nuuly for yourself and you have never tried Nuuly before, I have a discount for you guys in the description. If you click my link, you'll get a little bit off of your first month subscription, and then I get a little bit off of my next month too, just full disclosure. And full disclosure, this video is not sponsored by Nuuly. I paid for it this month of my own bank account. So this is my honest thoughts and opinions about my Nuuly. Okay, item number 1. This, I believe, is from Anthropology, and I really loved this dress because I love the kind of like safari vibe of it. It kind of has that little bit of like explorer chic thing going on with the sort of like, I don't know, this part almost looks like it's the torso part of a trench coat or a jacket of some sort. The color is also so pretty, this really rich like marigold yellow, and I love the sort of mixed media of it because you've got like this part up here, which like I said kind of looks like a sleeveless jacket situation, but then you've got the bottom, which is a pleated asymmetrical hemline looking skirt, but it's all one piece, so it's really easy to just throw on and go. I thought this would be really fun to wear for when we are in Venice, because when we're in Venice, things are going to be a little bit warmer. It's going to be like kind of the end of summer still in Venice. So, you know, didn't want to pack anything super heavy for that. And I love this color, and I thought it would look really gorgeous on the day that we go to Burano, which, if you guys don't know, it's one of the like little smaller islands that are surrounding Venice. It's known for being like super colorful. All the houses are painted like fun, bright colors. So I thought wearing a really fun, vibrant color in a solid would look really cute, contrasted with a lot of the colors that I've seen in photos of Burano. Because I'm always thinking about the aesthetics of the place that I'm going with what I'm planning on wearing. Because I love to sort of match the vibe of the place that I'm visiting, because like I always say, your pictures from your trips are going to last forever. I'd rather be looking cute than just be wearing like a basic outfit. So anyway, this is definitely a win. I got this in a medium. I think it fits pretty true to size. Usually I'm between a small and a medium when it comes to dresses like this. So probably this runs a little bit on the smaller side, but like wear-wise, it does look a little bit worn out. I feel like it could use just a little bit of an iron, some love in that department, and it would look really good, but it does kind of look like it has been used. People have been wearing it, but it's not as bad as some things that I've gotten. So this is definitely doable. So we're starting off strong. All I want to do in this dress is twirl. I mean, the skirt has such good movement. So number 1, 2 thumbs up from me. Dress number 2 is from Farm Rio. This one came it came new with tags. Not sure if it's entirely brand new, because I personally have gotten things new with tags in my Nuuly and been kind of unsure if I should take the tags off or not, and didn't choose to keep them. So maybe there could be other women out there like me who are just like, oh, I guess I'll leave the tags on. But this I thought was so gorgeous. Definitely a really pretty dress for the early fall, something that I could wear in Venice because I don't think it would be too hot with the long sleeves and the temperatures that we might have there. But then something that I could also get away with wearing maybe as we go up a little bit more north in the continent, going to Germany and Prague. And I thought this would still work, maybe with a jacket if I need to. But this is so stunning. They also have this in black to rent on the site. I would say that I think this is pretty true to size. I got a size medium, and in Farm Rio, I'm usually between a small and a medium. This one, definitely, I'm glad that I sized up to a medium because it has this drop waist situation. So it's a little bit more fitted throughout the top of the hips. And I tend to be a little bit more hippie. So I'm really glad I have the little extra room there to allow for that. But all the details are so pretty. Just the florals in it. I love the really dramatic sleeves. This really nice little cutout keyhole in the front, which is a little bit more low cut than I thought it was going to be, but I still think it's kind of sassy. And I love this little bow tie that it has at the waist, and you can see it has these little red beads at the bottom of the tie. One of the things I love about Farm Rio is they have so many cute little pretty details in their pieces. So this one is definitely another win. It's in great condition because it's basically brand new and it fits perfectly. So I'm glad that I am 2 for 2 on my current Nuuly order. This is another Anthropologie dress. If you don't know, Nuuly has a lot of stuff from Anthropologie, also Free People, and Farm Rio, because I think there's like a larger parent company that kind of has its hands on all of those brands. Oh, and Urban Outfitters, I should say. So you will see a lot of that on Nuuly, which I'm not mad about because I do love Anthropologie, but I don't always love those Anthropologie prices. So it's fun to be able to rent things instead. But this dress I thought would be really pretty for the part of the trip as we start to get into colder climates. I am already kind of stressing about packing for this trip because, like I've kind of already alluded to, we're going to be in Venice where it's going to be kind of warm, and then we're going up a little bit more north into Germany where it's going to get a little cooler, and then we're ending in Amsterdam, which I think will be the coldest of all of the places that we visit. So this is a really beautiful knit dress that I figured would be something pretty to wear for when we get to those colder climates. I love wearing dresses when I travel because they're really easy to just throw on and they look really nice. And I thought this would be a really beautiful thing to pack. And I'm actually really impressed with this. It's not brand new. It doesn't have tags attached to it, but it's in really great condition. And I think it's really flattering. I got a size small, so maybe this runs a little bit on the big side, but it fits perfectly everywhere. It's got like a little bit of stretch, but it's not like incredibly stretchy. I love the sort of asymmetric handkerchief style hemline. It's really fun and interesting, and the little contrast of black that goes along the cuffs of the sleeves and also on the collar. Now, you should know, if you want to rent this dress, that it does not come with a slip to wear underneath. It's pretty sheer in certain parts, the open knit of this. So the top half will look okay without anything underneath it, as long as you wear kind of a flesh toned bra that matches your skin tone, but the bottom part is going to look fully see-through. So you're going to need at least a slip to wear underneath this. Luckily, I had a little white plain cami dress that goes underneath another sort of see-through dress that I already have that I threw on underneath this. But if you don't already have something like that, you might find that this is a little bit of a problem because it doesn't come with a slip to wear under. So I just wanted to give you guys a full disclosure, but I just love it. It twirls really nicely. It's not too thick of a knit where it feels too heavy or just too suffocating. It still feels a little bit breathable, but it still has a little bit of warmth at the same time. So I think this is going to be a really pretty outfit to wear once we get to those areas where it's starting to get a little bit chillier, which, look, I'm not mad at because right now I am sweating my butt off here in Los Angeles. So I'm ready to travel somewhere and experience fall weather somewhere else. All right, now this coat is absolutely gorgeous. I am obsessed with it. I believe this is from the brand Maeve, which is a brand that Anthropologie carries. And I was kind of on the fence about renting this because I wasn't quite sure if this was going to be the right piece for me to bring on this trip. And I don't think I'm going to bring it with me because, first of all, it is a lot heavier than I thought it was going to be. Like, this is kind of a warm coat, and I just don't know if I'm going to have as much occasion to wear it on this trip. Also, because it is heavier, it's going to be taking up weight in my suitcase, which is at a premium always because I'm always like too close to the 50-pound or whatever the pound limit is. And also, it's very specific. So as much as I want to bring it because I think it will be gorgeous in photos and it's just really pretty on, I think it's just not going to work for a trip when I'm trying to pack things that can kind of be worn with multiple different outfits and not like, you know, such crazy colors and patterns that it might only be worn once, if you know what I mean. So yeah, all that to say also, it's a little small in like the back of the arms. When I'm trying to like move, it feels a little restricted back there. I did get this in my typical size 6, and I don't know, I read the reviews and a lot of the reviews were saying that this runs kind of big and that you should even size down a size. So that's kind of the thing about Nuuly that's hard, is you'll try to read the reviews of other people to try to gauge how the sizing runs on something, especially if it's a brand that you're not familiar with their sizing. And sometimes that works in your favor and people give good advice, and sometimes that completely backfires and either people are totally wrong or they just have a totally different experience than you. But yeah, reading the reviews can be helpful, but it also can backfire as well. And in this case, I wish I would have gotten an 8 because I feel like I can't quite move a whole lot. So I don't think I'll be bringing this with me on the trip, but it is absolutely beautiful. The quality looks really nice. It looks beautiful. It doesn't look like it's been worn to death. That's something that I'm always looking for when I rent from Nuuly. But if you're looking for a really pretty statement coat, as we get into like the fall, like the later fall and the winter months, this would be so beautiful. I'm just kind of bummed because I probably won't get very much use out of this because if I don't bring it on the trip, I'm certainly not going to be using it here when I'm at home in LA because it's still sweltering, if you know what I mean. So this one is a miss, but I guess you can't win them all, right? All right, double plaid, bold choice, but I'm going with it. Okay, let's talk about one piece at a time. I got this little fun plaid tweed looking corset peplum top because I thought this would just make such a fun piece to wear on this trip. Maybe not necessarily by itself, but imagine it with a white collared button-up shirt underneath it. I think that would be really cute. That's kind of like my vision for this. So this top is from the brand Mermer, I think is how you say it. And it is brand new with tags. So that is kind of a fun surprise. And I got it in a size medium. Fits perfectly. Maybe a slight bit loose if I'm really going for like the snatched bustier kind of vibe, but kind of the perfect amount of loose that I need if I'm going to layer another shirt underneath it, which is what I was planning on doing. So worked out perfectly for me. I love the little peplum. It's got a zipper in the back to get in and out of it. It does feel a little warm, feels a little bulky, but I think it's really cute, and I think it will make for styling possibly some really fun outfits while on this trip, especially when we are in those cities where it's going to be a little chillier. So yeah, super cute. I don't know how I feel about it with the plaid pants. Maybe if I had the white button-up shirt on underneath it, had some solid white to kind of like break up the plaid, you know, with the little shirt tail popping out a little bit underneath, that might make it a little bit more attainable. Let me know if you think I'm crazy for wearing plaid on plaid, but I think it can kind of work because it has some complementary or similar colors that kind of pull it all together, if you will. So I'm not mad at a print mix, but this is a really fun and super cute piece. We shall see how I style it for this trip. Last piece from my Nuuly are these Free People plaid flare kind of wide leg trousers. I've been really on the hunt for a fun pair of like wide leg trousers that are plaid, and I have had a hard time finding a pair in like a color combination that I really like, but I saw these and I thought this might be a really fun, funky piece to bring with me on my trip that will be a fun alternative to just wearing like jeans or regular trousers. The plaid pattern will add some visual interest to my outfits, and plaid, if you don't know, is really trending this fall. I mean, I feel like, you know, plaid is always synonymous with fall in my opinion, but this fall, more than maybe more recent years, it's really surging in popularity. If you want to learn more about that, you can go check out my fall 2025 trends video where I talk about it a little bit more in depth. But I think these are going to be super fun to bring on my trip. The only bummer about them is they are a little on the long side, and I'm 5'7", so if I owned these, I would probably go get them hemmed. But since I don't, then we're just going to roll with it and hope that my little lug sole loafers and my platform Converse that I'm bringing will give me enough elevation off the ground for them to work. I did get these in a size 8, which I was a little surprised at because I don't know if I mentioned, but these are from Free People. And usually Free People runs pretty true to size for me. I'm pretty much always a size 6 in Free People, but I did read the reviews on these, and a lot of people said that they ran a little snug and to size up a size. So I went ahead and I followed the advice, and this was a case in which that saved me because these do fit pretty well. I mean, they just have a little bit of some wiggle room throughout the booty and the upper thighs. The waist feels really nice, and they are very, very high-waisted. I will mention, like, whew, I didn't think they were gonna be that high-waisted. So yeah, I would say maybe think of sizing up a size in these. This pair of pants, of all the items that I got in my Nuuly order, are probably the most worn out of all of them. And when I look on my app to see how much these will cost if I want to keep them, these are also the most discounted, probably because they are in the worst shape. It's not the end of the world, but you can definitely see some pilling throughout. So if I only have one piece in my Nuuly that is a little bit on the shabbier side, then I think we're doing pretty good. But they're very comfortable, super fun, and on trend for fall. And I am excited to rock these when I go overseas. Okay, I have to admit, this month's Nuuly was actually kind of a win. Everything works really well. Nothing was extremely too big or too small on me. So I don't know, maybe Nuuly is getting a little bit redeemed in my eyes, which is great because I will be probably subscribing to them for another month because I have a wedding coming up next month and I want something fun to wear to that. So Nuuly is really great for those special occasions, whether it's a wedding, a really exciting trip, maybe a bunch of like events during the holiday season, which is coming up. So definitely something to look into if you want to maybe not spend a bunch of money on a bunch of new clothes that you might not wear very much because they're like statement pieces that you wore to a special occasion. You know what I mean. If you are interested in Nuuly, definitely check the description box below because I've got a link down there that you can click to save some money off of your first month. We both save some money, which is so fun. If you want to check out my fall 2025 trends video and learn all about plaid and all the other awesome trends this fall and get in the know, you can check this video out next. If you're not already a subscriber, please consider hitting that red subscribe button right down below and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I'll see you all over here, and if not, I'll see you on the next one.